Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel again. We are continuing where we left off last time. I'm still not sure when this is going to be uploaded. Like I've said a million times before, I'm pre-filming quite a bit right now. But we're continuing where we left off in my last video with doing the upstairs of this house, this modern looking cube-like house. So I'm starting to add the closets here. Thank God again for these closets that came with Get Together. Because a lot of these real life floor plans, they have what they call walk-in closets, and these closets from Get Together, they kind of work like walk-in closets. Like your Sims can go into them and they can like woohoo in them and all that stuff. So instead of building an actual walk-in closets, I usually go the lazy way and add these. It's good enough, okay? And I just think it looks better. Sorry. So this is gonna be a 3-bedroom house. All the bedrooms are gonna be upstairs, and I think there's like one bathroom for every bedroom. I'm not entirely sure. I do think so. Not all of them are like attached to the bedroom, of course, but they all have bathrooms in a very close proximity at least. So I'm just adding all the floors right here and wallpapers, choosing colors for the rooms and all of that fun stuff. Just making sure every room has a light up here. And then, yeah, this was a little bit annoying. I had painted one of the rooms white and it transferred to the outside. Not sure what I did wrong there, but I fixed it. And then I had to go back and check the floor plan that I copied this from, just to see where I was missing siding and everything like that. So yeah, just adjusting the doors here, making sure that there's a door to every room here. Adding a little book. I'm not sure if that bookcase is gonna be functional because it has an archway in front of it, as you can see there, but it looks good, and like you can always just click to open the bookshelf and grab a book instead of just saying read something with your Sims. It kind of works. It's more just to make it look good. And then just adding a few couches to this. I think this is supposed to be like a family room, basically, because there is a more like there is a living room downstairs too, but to me that's more like a formal living room, and this is more like maybe like the kids little area to hang out in and watch TV, play some games, and all of that stuff. So I'm just adding some artwork to the walls right here. This hobby board from Parenthood, I tend to use that quite a bit. And then the paintings on the floor there are from Eco Lifestyle. I tend to use those quite a bit as well. I really like the different prints on them. I just like them a lot. Yeah, just adding some paintings here. That one is from Dine Out, I think. And that painting that I put beside it, this big one that I sized down earlier, that is also one of my favorites. And now we're moving on to the little laundry room. And this was a pretty cool, nice idea. I added a shelf on top of the washer and dryer to make it look more like, look a little bit more built in, and so that you can have like a folding station on top of the laundry machine. I thought that was pretty cool. I think a lot of laundry rooms in real life have that. And then I'm building kind of a walk-in shower here with this shower from Discover University, and I'm adding this sliding door. I think this shower should be functional. You should be able to go in there with this sliding door and use it as like a walk-in shower. I thought that looked pretty cool. This shower doesn't really. It takes a long while for your Sims to shower when using this shower from Discover University, but I mean you can upgrade it, so I guess it has to be okay anyway. Then just adding this makeup tray and just some hair tools right there to make it look a little bit more like a vanity area. And then I'll placing these mirrors so that it looks like one big mirror instead of having those lines in between them. And adding some lights above it, so it really looks like a vanity area, and I really liked it. And just adding a little painting to the wall here. Honestly, this whole sizing down and sizing up thing, I think that might be one of the best updates to the game they've ever made. Besides the alt placing of doors and stuff, of course. But sizing down and being able to size down and up things it's really changed the game, especially when it comes to paintings and stuff. I use the whole sizing up and down thing quite often in my builds, with sizing down dollhouses or sizing up paintings that are too big for the wall that I want to put them on. Like, it is incredibly useful. So we're moving on to the master bedroom right here. I wanted it to look a little bit more neutral instead of like this pink. But I suppose it's okay. I still like it. It does look a little bit more girly than neutral, but yeah, you're just kind of have to live with it, I suppose. And then just adding a little bit of a seating area right here with more pink, apparently. And again, using these, I tend to use these, I think they're called sideboards, I'm not exactly sure. They're a little bit less wide than the other side tables, and I quite like that. I tend to use these a lot these are from Laundry Day, and then I also use the ones from Jungle Adventure quite often as like bedside tables and things like that, because they look less bulky, and I really like that. And this is gonna be the toddler bedroom. Again, it's a pink toddler bedroom, so it's I mean, look, color doesn't have a gender, okay? Gender doesn't even exist, in my opinion. Sorry if that's controversial, but I don't really care. If you don't agree with me, feel free to leave. But gender isn't real. Gender doesn't exist. Not in the traditional sense anyway, not in my opinion. So honestly, this is suitable for anyone. Put your little male presenting toddler in here. I don't really care. Do whatever you want. This is open for anyone, basically. You can use this room for any toddler that you have. That's my opinion on it anyway. But I really like it. I did add some other touches to it after I stopped filming, because I thought the wall behind the bed looked a little bit empty, so I added some string lights from Parenthood. Like I've said before, I use those string lights all the time. I really like them. I think they are just a nice touch to a kid's bedroom. And then I remembered again to put in hampers. So I'm adding just a few hampers here to every bedroom. And this is going to be more of a teen bedroom with just a blue and orange theme, which I thought was interesting. I've never really done that. It doesn't happen very often that I use that particular swatch on the bed from Tiny Living, but I thought it looked pretty cool. And then I'm adding this, just some arts and crafts to under the desk right there. I thought that was pretty cool. And then just a few small knickknacks here and there, some books with these sticky notes on them. And yeah, I do really like this bedroom. I mean, I like this house overall. now that I'm looking at it again after not having seen it for a few days since I built it. But I think this might be one of my favorites, at least like interior wise. I'm not too sure about the exterior because it still looks like a pretty big box, but I suppose a lot of houses these days look kind of like boxes, at least like the more modern builds. And this is also something that I had to change later on before I was doing the screenshots, because I realized that I didn't have a door into this bedroom. So you're gonna see me adding one later, but then I discovered when I was doing screenshots that the poster I had on that wall was covering the door. Yeah, you could see me adding the door right there. So I had to go in and change that once I was going in game to do the screenshots and everything like that. Just so you're aware. And that is a bug that I've recently discovered with doors and windows. Sometimes they do that thing that you saw right there, where the wall goes through them. I'm not sure how to explain it. I hope you caught that. Otherwise, you're gonna have to just rewind. That's a bug I've noticed recently. See, with the window there, it wasn't like that before, and it was quite annoying, to be honest. I've seen that bug happen quite a few times. I hope they fix a lot of these bugs soon. So I'm just adding some different windows from the mosquito pack right here, because the ones I had before had a little tilted out area that clashed a little bit with the stairs. So it just looked better when they didn't have that little open area in the middle. So I'm just adding some finishing touches here downstairs. But this video is mostly going to be of the decorating the upstairs and things like that, I believe. I had to split this video into two because it was like 40 minutes long. I'm sure you guys would have liked that, but I didn't. And I mean, it's extra content. Who could say no to that? So I'm just adding a little bit of what do you call them? I'm not exactly sure. You keep your fancy china thing in those. Yeah. And adding that rug again from Eco Lifestyle. I've told you before, I use it all the time. I really like the new rugs that came with it. And then I'm starting to work a little bit on the patio area right here. And I struggled a little bit with it because I couldn't find a matching concrete swatch for these white stairs. So you're gonna see me messing around with that a little bit and trying to find the right shade to match it, but it was just impossible, so they don't match. I'm sorry about that. But I think I thought that this was a a pretty cool idea, to have stairs on each side of this, and I don't know, I just liked it. I thought this house had quite a few cool touches overall, actually. So I'm just adding some patio furniture right here. My voice is failing me again. I'm so glad that this is the last voiceover I'm doing today. I really need a little break. Yeah, and those plants are also from Eco Lifestyle, and the candles are from the backyard stuff pack, patio stuff pack, something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I like it. I like those a lot, and they actually look a little bit. I think they're like supposed to be mosquito repellent lights. So once you go into live mode, those lights are gonna be giving off some smoke, which I think looks quite cute and a little bit realistic. Yeah, so I'm just starting to work on the front piece of the house here. Adding a little bit of a walkway there, and just a little bit of a space for plants right here. I like using this grass from Island Living. I think it works pretty well in these sort of plant areas. And again, sizing up plants. the sizing up cheat is one of the best ones. I use it a lot in my game, when I build. And just adding some more spaces for plants right there, because this house did have quite a few spots for plants in the floor plan that I found. Again, I will be linking that floor plan down below. So yeah, we're working on the backyard right here. More space for plants again. I'm adding a lot of these lavender plants. I think they look really good. And I would assume that they smell pretty good too, because I mean, I personally don't like the smell of lavender, but I know a lot of people do. So I would imagine that if you like lavender, then you would like this house pretty much. I wasn't sure what to do with the side of that house there. I'm not sure if I even do anything to it, but I'm adding a little bit of a driveway here, and I will be adding some fake cars to it just because I like the way it looks. And then adding a little play area in the back here for your toddlers and children and all of that. Just some space for activities, you know. Water balloons, a soccer ball and all of that. And this is where I find all the cars with the bb.showaliveEditObjects cheat. And then you have to go into the search bar and don't type anything, just go into it and press the little magnifying glass. And then you're gonna have to scroll and find all the cars. There's also some cars in the sculpture section that you can size up and use for pure decoration, but yeah. And then I'm going back in here to do the roof because I realized after I stopped filming that I had forgotten to do it. So this is a new clip of me doing that. Because I didn't know what to do with it really when I was getting into it again. When I got back into the game, but I like these skylights from Island Living a lot. I tend to use them quite a bit for my more modern builds. But that is the end of this video, and we're going into the screenshots right here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys all later. Bye!